have a cold, so please pardon my voice. But one of my best friends wanted to know what kind of makeup to buy or what types. So I wanted to show you Walmart's section a little bit just to help. So you always want to have some type of foundation. Black Radiance has a good one. This is $3.87. You always want to have some type of foundation or skin base. Something to fix your brows with. Mascara if you're feeling spry. And then something for your lips. So other face type stuff that they have concealers. This is their custom concealer, which is $5.96 or $5.98. I can't remember. Or I can't really see how much it is because it's got a little clear tag thingy on there. Concealer is great on those days like today where I could definitely use it because I look like death. But again, the basics, some type of skin base, something for your brows, something for your lips, such as a gloss or a lipstick, and then mascara if you're feeling like it. Optional would be blush, because you don't really need blush to survive. So when it comes to face contouring or things of that nature, like, oh, I don't think I have this one. Sorry. I see why I don't have it, because it's medium to dark and not dark to deep. Anyways, so contour palette. Contouring helps to bring back some of the warmth to your face when you wash it out with just an even shade of complexion. And you can do that. You don't necessarily have dedicated contouring products for it. You can achieve that with some setting powders. You can also achieve it with a little bit of concealer and also blushes or bronzers too. So it's up to you on whatever it is you want to use. Finishing powder is good too. Again, some type of skin base. You don't have, somebody was open this one. You don't have to have it, but it's good to sweep and bring back the warmth. And then if you're really feeling fancy, then that's where you can play up your eyes a little bit more. Again, the mascara, eyeliner, eyeshadow. Black Opal has some cute little duos here. These are $6.93. I wouldn't pay $6.93 for that, but that's just my opinion. And we've got some cute lip glosses here. These are $6.93. I would pay $6.93 for a lip gloss. And they've also got lipstick. This is $7.47. This is their Color Splurge Luxe lipstick. And a little hidden secret, some of these drugstore brands that have the little color indicator on the bottom of the lipstick, you can actually snap that off, and that is a lip balm to help complement your lipstick. So if you're not wanting to reapply the whole lipstick, you can just go ahead, pop that off, put the balm on. I know e.l.f. is good for that, and then a lot of beauty supply stores, like your hair stores, their lipsticks are good for that too. So anyways, just a real quick tidbit on what to buy, and I will show you how to apply said items later. Before you do any kind of makeup application, sorry, chapstick is life. So before you do any kind of makeup application, you want to make sure that your face is clean. One thing that a lot of people tend to forget is that you cannot wear pretty makeup if you have ugly skin. So skincare is always important. Making sure that you've got a great skincare regimen, that you've got a good cleanser, that you've got a good toner, that you've got a good moisturizer, and that you stick in that particular order as well too. So anyways, just for a basic everyday kind of face, I'm not going to do too much grand extravagant work. You want to start off with some type of primer. We're going to be featuring a new one here. This is the Urban Decay De-Slick Complexion Primer. This is great for minimizing your pores, for controlling some oil, and also for mattifying. Now, this particular primer is unique because you only need a little bit. And then also, unlike a lot of primers out there, you don't rub it in. You literally tap and press this in. And in a little bit, I'm going to turn into what looks like a crackhead, because this will dry down and literally turn white. But that's because it is sealing up the pores. You can already see a little bit of where it's taken away some of the shine that I have. And I like to use an oil control. I like to use a oil control or a mattifying or some type of heavy duty primer in my T-zone, because that's where I get greasiest. What type of greasy are we for 2017? Last year we were greasy like church's chicken. Catfish? Like we can do a fish fry maybe? I don't know. So while I let the primer set, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. On a daily basis, you want to just go ahead and touch up with a brow pencil. My favorite is the Precisely My Brow pencil from Benefit Cosmetics. And a lot of good brow pencils will come with a spoolie on the end, and then your precision tip here. Benefit also has the what is the other brow pencil called? This one's bigger. It's called the Goof Proof brow pencil, and this one has a broader tip to it. So literally it's angled, so all you have to do is just draw it on, and you don't have any kind of major difficulty with it. But I like this because it gives me a little bit of better control. You can already see the difference between that brow and that one, right? Right, true. Now, if you mess up, that's fine. That's what concealer is for. Okay, cool, you can see. So again, if you mess up on your brows, that is fine. That's what concealer is for. I like to go ahead and outline them on top and then on bottom, and then fill in with the pencil later. If you do mess up on them in any way, shape, or form, you can take your foundation, you can take your concealer and a detail brush and get underneath and on top. I don't have time for that right now because, again, we're trying to do a day-to-day kind of face. So now that the brows are good, we're going to take our foundation. You want to have a foundation, you want to have a concealer, and you want to have some type of powder, right? Right, true. So my favorite foundation right now is Smashbox's Studio Skin. This is their 15-hour wear hydrating foundation. You would think that this is not for somebody who has oily skin since it is hydrating, but I don't care. I like to break the mold. Huh. Well, look at that. Aren't we lovely and evened out? You want to make sure you get your foundation down here, shouty. Because we don't need to be looking different. But we don't need to have, telltale signs that you got on your foundation. All right. So, cool. We could actually go out the house like this if we wanted to, because now we don't look dead. But that's quite all right. We want to not only just look undead, but, a little, like we actually got a little bit of sleep. So that's what your concealer is going to be for. And actually, concealer is optional. It all depends upon you. I have slight bags right here. There's a little bit of fluid. One of my doctors explained that you can see a little bit of sallowness, and that there's some fluid right there. I don't know, I'm explaining this poorly, but anyways, I like concealer just right here to help brighten it up. If you want to be spicy, you can throw a little bit right there and throw some up there. Buff it out with a blending brush. And that concealer that I used was the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Dark. It's the darkest one that they have. Darkest. This brush that I'm using is my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. And e.l.f. brushes are amazing, by the way. They're fairly inexpensive in comparison to a lot of the other common ones out there. And please pardon my sinuses, because you don't understand what kind of Dayquil-induced nightmare I have been through. These past 10 days, I've been sick. Woo! All right. So now we look a little bit presentable. You always want to set your foundation with some type of powder. You can either do this at the very end if you don't want to have a heavy duty cakey feeling, or you can do powder and then a finishing powder. It's up to you. There's a trillion billion other products out there, and I'm just advising you on the basics. Because I am super freaking oily, I like to go ahead and set my powder after I've done, or set my foundation and concealer first. And then I'll go ahead and do a setting spray. And then I might do a finishing powder, whichever, however. Right now I'm using my Sasha Buttercup setting powder. This is a banana powder. And banana powders tend to look very nice on those with olive skin or deeper olive skin tones, deeper skin tone range, whichever, however. I'm gonna look a little crazy right now, but when I'm done, I promise it'll bring it all together. Okay, we do look crazy, and that's fine. So now this part is optional. If you want to cut a bitch with your eyeliner, and I do have a tutorial for that. If you want to cut a bitch with your eyeliner, that's where you're going to go ahead and add in this step. My favorite tool to help me with my eyeliner is the Liner Designer by Beauty Blender. It is a cute little guitar pick sized item that it works kind of like the concept of tape. It's reusable, it is washable. You don't have to worry about getting the tackiness off of tape or anything like that beforehand. Just literally rub it in your hands to go ahead and give it some warmth. Apply it, angle it wherever it is that you want your wing to go. And it should stick right there to your eye. Get your favorite liquid eyeliner. Start here. And draw that down. Then from about maybe 3/4 of the way through, I'm going ahead and bring over the wing. Then once you're done with that, go ahead and connect everything all the way in. And there you go. Literally, we just did a winged eye in 10 seconds. Come on now. Come on now. Okay. So this is the part, if I can not drop things. So this is the part that I say is optional, because I use a setting powder and now I'm using a finishing powder, and this is my icing buffer powder brush, and I'm using my Lancome dual finish multitasking powder. And what this does is this helps to cancel out some of the brightness that the banana powder had. It helps to bring a little bit of warmth back to my face. See the difference? How this part still has banana powder, this part doesn't. It looks a lot more natural, right? True. Okay. And then this part also would be optional for you. There it is. Blush. This is my old faithful e.l.f. blush kit. This is in the shade, the Dark series. And this thing has been through all kinds of junk. But I've dropped it a bunch of times and I've taped it back together. So, there we go. Apples of the cheeks. Just a little bit. If you want to contour, you can. I'm not going to feature that in this video. And then you would need some mascara. Let's go ahead and open this one up. This is Booksum's Lash Mascara in the shade Blackest Black. You know, because black is wonderful. Come through applicator, love. And then if you really want to be spry, go on ahead and dust a little bit on your bottom lashes. See the difference? How this doesn't have it, this does. But be gentle though, so that you're not, you know, getting huge clumps. Now, if you are trying to steal somebody's daddy, go on ahead and add a second coat of mascara. You want to wait until your first coat completely dries. I'm not, because I'm an impatient motherfucker. Alright. And then last but not least, just to make sure that your makeup doesn't go anywhere, you want to use a setting spray. I am using the new Basha White Charcoal Mattifying Makeup Setting Spray. And when I first used this, I'm not gonna lie, it looked inappropriate because it's white and I sprayed just a little bit too close. I had all these white spackles on my face and it looked like I was auditioning for porn. It was not ever about that life as me, but that's about as how inappropriate it looked. But once it dries, see, there's spackles, you know, but once it dries down, it's lovely. And then you just need something for your lips. Lipstick, lip gloss, whichever, however, whatever. Then take your hair down. And come for people's daddies. So there you go. How to do a basic face. And with editing, it'll be about 15 minutes. 15 minutes is what I average anyways. So without any kind of contour, without any kind of major anything. So yeah. Hope that you found this video helpful. As always, thank you ever so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you have any questions or suggestions, hit your girl up in the comment section. If you are new here, please hit the subscribe button. I'd love to see you back on my channel. But if you are not here for me, my shenanigans, opinion, techniques, or flagrant use of the word motherfucker, that's perfectly fine. You're still awesome. Just go ahead and be sure to hit that X in that corner and get your life. Other than that, you are beautiful, amazing, wonderful, spectacular. And if no one else has told you, I appreciate you. Take care.